Hey everybody, and welcome to a little bit of a different type of workout today. Today we're going to do a 10-minute full body stretch. So I mentioned on Tuesday, and go ahead and step touch with me while I'm introing this workout stretch. I mentioned on Tuesday I wanted to have a 10-minute video for you guys to not only do today, which is a full body stretch, but something that you can also tack onto any other 20-minute workout, 10-minute workout that you do. If you have extra time, I'm always a big advocate of adding more stretching into your daily routine. So this is going to be that video that is going to take you through an entire head to toe stretch. And it's going to be that extra little kind of love you can give your body when you have extra time. So with that, we're just going to kind of step touch and heat up the body because I want to make sure that you're never stretching cold muscles. So go ahead and take your arms in front of you and just kind of reach and pull and just heat the body. Now, when you do this on replay, you can skip, obviously, the warm-up period because you might be doing this when you're already coming out of your workout. But for today's purposes live, I'm going to assume that we're all starting from a rested state. So we're going to heat the body, take your arms overhead. And I'm saying good morning to everybody coming in live. Hello, you guys. I hope you're ready. It's going to be a little bit of a different feel where normally we're push, push, go, go. Today's going to be more of a let's relax. Let's give our body some love on this Thursday morning. Good. And then just take your arms a little wider, open and close. And notice I'm taking one arm on top of the other as I alternate that. Good job. And hello. Good to see you guys on live. I really, really appreciate all of the comments and love, and I hope that you guys feel the energy of live, because I definitely do. All right, just give me a little bit of a torso twist, and I just got a couple more seconds. So it's good just to heat the body for a couple minutes, and then now we're going to get into the fun stuff. Hello from India. I love it when you guys tell me where you're coming in from. Okay, so let's go. It's literally a head to toe stretch. So we're going to start with the neck. So I want you to just kind of take some really low half circles. And whenever you stretch your neck, just so you guys are aware, you want to be very gentle. So I'm going to start with that preface. And then from here, after you give it a good 30 seconds, just a light, specific kind of heat up. Now I want you to take one ear to one shoulder. And again, very gently, you're taking your ear to your shoulder. And then with my opposite arm, I'm pushing down. And you're going to feel that stretch. And you're always going to have one side, typically, that's tighter than the other. Good. Go ahead and look down. Hello from Afghanistan. I love it. Welcome today. You're always going to have one side that's a little bit tighter, so just feel that. Today is about being really grounded and present. Good. Switch. And just be aware. One of the best things we can do is just be aware of our bodies, listen to our body's natural cues. Our bodies are amazing machines. They'll tell us what we need when we need it if we're able to listen. Go ahead and look down. Another hello from Afghanistan. I love it. Welcome, everybody. I love seeing you guys live. All right, so we're still looking down, and I'm noticing the clock and watching it. You guys don't have to worry about the timing, but just so you know, every stretch we hold about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, from here, I'm going to take your hands behind your back. We're going to stretch our chest. Now, I typically do this specific stretch in every single workout at the end because it's so important to stretch over tight chest muscles. Typically, as a culture, we're always on our phones working. Everything is forward motion, so just squeeze the shoulder blades together, but then really brace through the core, keep your abs tight. Don't let your rib cage kind of expand. Keep your abs engaged. Good, and if you already feel tight and you can't grab your hands behind your back, definitely need to do this stretch. So just do the best you can, even if it's low, and just pull your shoulder blades back. I'm going to hold this a little bit longer, and I'm going to give you one more tip. You're going to hold 15 more seconds. Now watch. I can rotate a little bit more, and I can actually get my biceps involved. Do you feel that? So my abs are still tight. Here's my chest stretch. Rotate it. There's my extra added bicep love. Good. Okay, from here, we're going to save our low back till we get to the floor. So we're going to go into a hip flexor stretch. So just pick a leg, take one leg back. I want you to feel your pelvis, so feel your hip bones. I want you to tuck under. Right there, you should already kind of feel that stretch. Squeeze your glute behind you, and now, like an elevator, just go one floor at a time. Feel that stretch. Stop when you feel the stretch without losing the tuck. So doesn't matter how low you go, as long as you feel it, And then once you feel like, okay, you can go a little bit more, but you just want to maintain that tuck is the most important. Good. Raise your arm up. And again, this is going to add another varying level of intensity. So if you can't raise your arm without losing, and you lose the tuck, then don't raise the arm or just go stair step it up. It's all about meeting your body where you're at. Good. Keep tucking. Abs are tight. Ab tightness is going to be a common theme throughout the whole stretch. Here comes my producer. Go ahead and switch. She doesn't typically come out for the workout. Switch your legs. She comes down for the cool down. So today she's like, the whole thing's a cool down. Okay, grab your hips. So hip bones, tuck, drop. Feel that. Really keep the glutes tight behind you. Good. And don't arch your back. It's not about leaning back to get the tuck. It's about truly getting your pelvis underneath you and then tightening up your glute to open your hip flexor, just like we did on the other side. See if you can raise the arm. Good, and then just really tuck under. If you're not feeling it, it's because you're probably going too low and you're actually using your quad, which I don't want. I want you to squeeze under, open up your hip flexor. So it's not a lunge. Good news, we're not lunging today, we're stretching. Good, okay, from here, go ahead and take your legs wide. So we're gonna go into some adductor stretches. The hip flexors and the adductors, if you can keep those nice and loose, your squats, your deadlifts, anything that requires glute activation will become easier. So definitely prioritize that. Good, so bend one knee. I want you to feel your glutes behind you. So I often talk about your energy going forward, but your glutes are stabilizing you. So if someone were to come behind me and push me forward, my glutes catch me. And then just go as low as you can, and you should feel that stretch through the opposite side. So one knee bent, one leg straight. Nice job. All right, from here, we're gonna pick up and switch. Beautiful work. So we're actually gonna go down to the ground after this stretch, and we're gonna do a very different way to stretch your quads. Hi, Steve. What he's currently undertaking as part of his certification course. Great. You guys, you know then, stretching is so important. It's one of my pet peeves when I hear folks say, oh, I just skipped the stretch, I don't have time. That's why every 20-minute workout I do with you, it includes the stretch. Don't skip the stretch, and then this is just extra added 10 minutes. Okay, actually before we drop, just reach to the ground, feel your hamstrings lengthen. And then what I was starting to tell you is that we're gonna stretch our quads in a different way because I feel like everybody knows how to stretch quads standing. Good, go ahead and roll up around the shoulders. So now I want you to come into a prone position, so face down, and we're gonna stretch our quadriceps one at a time. So come down. Okay, opposite arm is gonna be forward and grab the opposite leg behind you. Now I want you to think about the floor underneath you, and I want you to try to push your hip flexor into the ground or mat or carpet, wherever you're at, and it's okay. It's pretty easy to stretch even on a hard surface. Push it down so that there's no space between the floor and your hip flexor, and then squeeze your glute behind you. Good, now you should feel your quad as well as the hip flexor. The reason I did the hip flexor first is because we kind of pre-warmed up that area flexibility-wise. Good, now just gently switch. Very important to take that opposite arm out, grab the leg behind you. I have a feeling this is going to become one of your favorite ways to stretch your quad. And you can take your face all the way down. I'm just keeping it high for the sake of the microphone so you guys can hear my cues. But you can definitely take your face all the way down and straighten out that neck even more. So pulling your heel to your glute, hip to the floor, and you want your spine to be nice and aligned. Very nice job. Okay, from here, we're gonna push back into a child's pose. So just let all of the weight kind of shift back. Knees can go slightly out. I want you to use your glutes. Your adductors are already a little bit loose. So you're really stretching and opening up. Perfect. And then from here, you're gonna come into all fours. We're gonna round up, stretching through that mid and upper back. Good, drop the head and round down, chest towards the ground. Good, and we'll do that one more time each. So tuck all the way under and think about rounding everything up towards the ceiling, one vertebrae at a time. Drop the head, and then come back to neutral. Swing a leg through. We got a couple more. So you're gonna take one leg over the top. I'll show you the angle. And We're gonna stretch out our glutes. This is a great way to stretch your glutes. You don't have to balance. Sometimes I'll stretch you guys standing. And then watch, when this feels manageable, just lift your toe. Boom, you're gonna increase that stretch a little bit more. Do you feel it? Good, couple more seconds. And then you can make it a little even more intense by flexing your foot. So making a 90 degree angle. And then let's switch. So take one leg down gently, opposite leg over the top. Hold. Again, one side could be a little tighter than the other, so don't be shocked with that. Your goal is to make sure they're both even, and then just lift a toe. Nice job. All right, and then gently go ahead and push that toe down. To stand, what I want you to do is come into a crouching position. So I always like to call it kind of a hover. Push your hips back. You should feel your glutes underneath you. And then I want you to come up slowly, round through your low back, all the way to the top, round the shoulders. Boom, we just hit our 10-minute mark. We're gonna take a couple deep breaths in. And again, this is something you can add in after any routine you do, specifically after 20-minute workouts with me on Tuesday. If you have time, I encourage you, and we'll do more series like this. So deep breath in, exhale. Thanks for the thumbs up. Another deep breath in, exhale. And that is your head to toe full body stretch, volume number 1, because we will do more, and I hope you come back to this time and time again. To ensure that, subscribe, save, and I'll see you guys next week for our Tuesday 20-minute workout. Have a great Thursday.